now it's working. All right, that was weird. Okay, but anyway, we're here now. Hello, Internet. I am HamsterBomb, and I have a special guest again here today. This is Clover. She's coming to help us fight a really big monster in a game called Monster Hunter, where we hunt monsters. That's what it's about, and that's what it's called. Let's play our music that goes in the background. Well, I left it too loud again. Let me fix that. Hello to Jack and Gojira fan. Sorry I posted this kind of late. I should have made it the thumbnail sooner, but I got to Showtime and realized I didn't even have the thumbnail made, and I had to quickly make it for us. Alright, here we go. We have completed our campaign of Monster Hunter World, the Ancient Forest, and now today we are moving on as a challenge to fight the Elder Dragon Kushala Daora, who is very powerful. Actually has less HP than what we just took down last time, but has new mechanics. And we're going to read them together so we understand what is going to be different about Kushala Daora right now. We have some new tokens. We have two-sided tornado tokens, and we have some wind tokens. All right. So let's see what that's about. So, the wind tokens. At the start of Kushala Daora's turn, place one wind token on its physiology card. So, over here somewhere. If two wind tokens are on its card, remove both instead of placing one. So you don't need two. You just need one. Alright, I'll keep it over here to make sure we remember that. Wind token effects. During your turn, when a hunter moves onto a node adjacent to Kushala Daora, so if you're next to him, you must discard attack cards from your hand with a total agility value that equals or exceeds the number of wind tokens currently on its physiology card. Oh, so you do need two. You do need two of them. But if you try to add the second, then you have to get rid of it. So, every single turn Kushala Daora has, he gets these wind tokens, and they build up more and more wind, and it kind of breathes. And there's times when you want to hit him, and there's times when you don't, because you're going to have to discard cards just being near him. Excellent. If you're unable to discard the required attack cards, your hunter can't move onto the node. If there are no wind tokens on the physiology card, you don't discard any attack cards. So if you're already there, I assume you're okay? Hunter attack cards have -1 reach for each wind token on Kushala Daora's card to a minimum of 1. Meaning, if you're on top of him, we're fine. We don't have to worry about that. Ranged hunters do have to worry about that, but we do not. Alright, so every single turn of his, somebody's got to say, wind. Wind, wind, wind. Because this big dragon, Clover, he's got huge wings. And when he flaps those huge wings, he can make tornadoes. Yeah? We gotta beat him today. So, speaking of those tornadoes, when you draw a behavior card for Kushala Daora with the tornado icon, place one tornado token on the node it's positioned on. If that node already has a tornado token, don't place another one. If there are already 5 tornado tokens on the game board, Clover, remove all tornado tokens from the game board, then place one on the node. Alright, so kind of like the breathing thing, it moves up to 5, and then we delete them. And then we move up to 5, and we delete them. Clover, please don't play with that. You gotta cooperate here. To say wind after all his turns, well, I think it's during his turn. At the start of his turn, place a wind token on his physiology card. Alright, yeah, so we need to be constantly thinking about wind. It's not even just like, just remind me if I don't think about the wind when it's during his turn or when it's during our turn. It always matters. What does the tornado token do, though? During your turn, when your hunter moves onto a node containing a tornado token, you must discard attack cards from your hand with a total agility value that equals or exceeds the number of wind tokens on Kushala's physiology card. It always goes back to the wind. If you're unable to discard the required attack cards, your hunter can't move onto the node. If there are no wind tokens on the physiology card, you don't discard any. Tornado tokens don't affect the movement of Kushala Daora. So basically, everything is going to fall into how many wind tokens are on Koosh. And right now, we start with 0. We also go up to 5 of these tornadoes and then back down to 0. So for now, everything is okay as we are getting ready to start this. Clover, it sounds like Mom is home. Do you want to go see Mom? Or do you want to watch with me? What? Well, don't take my mouse and my stuff. Please give that back. Don't go under the table. No, do not go under the table. Do not go under the table. Please go around. Fine, go under the table. Oh, and she's taking my stuff again. Okay. I'm just going to shut the door. Make sure we don't have any more interruptions. Please, Clover, please go. Please. You can't stay there. Now we're under the table. Please. Please. You were good for a while. Ugh, okay. Well, now we can actually focus on what's going on here. So we've got these interesting new wind tokens and tornado tokens, and this is the actual quest itself that we will be starting with in just a moment. First, we need to figure out... those tornadoes do worry me, not gonna lie. Not just the tornado. So the tornado... so first of all, the way that the wind token works is like there's constantly that wind barrier around Koosh, and he makes you kind of dodge just to exist in that space around him. And then the tornadoes are kind of that same effect, but wherever he used to be. Alright, so this left hand is going to be me. This right hand is going to be you. Whoever rolls higher is going to have the threat token. You rolled a 1. I have a 4. So I will start with 8. You will start with 7. It's Palico time. Here's your Palico choices. My Palico choices. Yep, we also need our cats. Your cat choice is the Vigor Wasp Spray or Shield Spire. Shield Spire is the one that just puts up a level 9 dummy cat that stands there and takes damage for you for 1 turn. The Vigor Wasp Spray can heal you, or me, as long as I'm close enough to you, within 2 nodes, to max. So that is your choice, whichever one you think is more helpful. I'm kind of leaning towards Vigor Wasp Spray if I'm thinking of what happened during our last hunt. Vigor Wasp Spray probably would have helped us, and distracting Koosh isn't going to help too much when the tornadoes are everywhere anyway. So that is up to you. You can still decide. Mine are not as great. I have Flash Fly Cage and the Dodge Boost. So Flash Fly Cage of the monsters within 2 nodes of your hunter places a Palico token on the behavior deck. If the monster's next behavior has a movement symbol, do not resolve it. So basically, it stays in place. Does that help us? Not really. Dodge Boost. The monster's behavior has -2 on its next dodge. You know, these both suck. But I think I'm going to go with the Dodge Boost. At least I'll be able to get out of a bad situation if I need to. Instant Heal or Dummy, because we are out of potions right now. I'm voting for Vigor Wasp Spray. Yep, we are indeed out of potions. Vigor Wasp Spray may be our only way to heal. Oh, she was clicking on stuff on accident while... How did she do that? She got some menu to pull... Oh my goodness. Oh, she right-clicked on my desktop? I don't know what Clover did. She opened something. Oh, please go away. I can't get this menu to go away. She clicked while she took my mouse off the table, and now there's a menu that popped up on my monitor, and it's covering up some of what I need to see. It's alright. Alright. Was hoping to draw Plunderblade today, not gonna lie. Plunderblade would be the only one that wouldn't mean anything. We're beating this to beat this. It doesn't matter. We don't need parts. This is just our post-game challenge. So, with that all out of the way, I believe we are ready to start the Choose Your Own Adventure segment. Alright, we are doing the assigned quest. I'll set that stuff up in a bit. Our assigned starting point is 1. Here we go. If starting the adventure here, the group gains 2 potions. That's all we get. 2 potions. Clover knew what she was doing. Yeah, she pulled something up. I have no idea what she did. My guess is... Yeah, okay, that's what she did. How do I describe this? She drug away the window for the browser and then right-clicked on the desktop and pulled up a menu that you can't interact with unless you're on the desktop. So I just got it to go away by messing with my desktop. Alright, so that is our second potion. Hopefully we can gain another one here. Isn't one of us unable to take damage during this segment? Intimidator, that is your ability. You cannot suffer damage during the gathering phase. Make sure I hold you to that if something were to happen. Bringing down an elder dragon is the sign of a true hunter, of those who become legends, venerated by their peers, respected by the commission. And that's what you're about to do. You're about to hunt Kushala Daora, the living storm, a creature of frost, of ice and wind, and the relentless force of blizzards. So you're headed into the forest, once again into the teeth of the gale. Pray you don't find yourself trapped within the teeth of Kushala Daora. Start and just go fight it. No. We are not prepared for that. So it's either go to his last victim or head into the snow and it will be there somewhere. It costs 2 time cards for 1 track token or 1 time card for a Rathalos Wing. That Rathalos Wing doesn't help us at all. At all. So we're not going back to fight more Rathalos. Don't worry about that. You still vote option 1, says Gojira. Alright, so Jack, do you have a vote on what we should do? Should we get the Rathalos Wing and lose a time card or lose 2 time cards for a track token? We don't know what these skills are that Kushala Daora has. I will take a quick peek. He's got 3 different skills. One has a 1 turn, a 2 turn, and a 3 turn. Yeah, it would sure be nice to have one of these. It looks like the wind abilities from Kushala Daora are physical damage. So just for the record, which is good for us because we each have 4 physical defense. Go option 1 as well. Okay. Alright, if that's what you guys want to do, that's what we will do. Doesn't really seem the most efficient, but, you know, starting with its last victim. If there's a Rathalos laying there, even if you didn't need the parts, I understand in the video game, I'd be carving it too. Alright, so we get a Rathalos Wing. Do we have one of them? Well, you know what? No, we don't. It doesn't matter at this point, but I'll take it. Our little collection is growing. And that costs us 1 time card, and we go to entry 2. Entry 2? Alright, the time card is Tactical Shift. Alright. Entry 2. The presence of Kushala Daora is difficult to miss for those in the surrounding areas. The height of summer is suddenly the middle of winter. Crops die, frostbitten. Animals freeze in droves. The beast has to be killed. And you've been selected to administer the execution. Of course. Hold on. Yeah, entry 2. I'm reading entry 2. Okay. I was making sure, like, is this actually right? Because this is another starting point. Alright, so must be killed. You've been selected to administer the execution. Of course, you've got to make your way through a constant ice storm first, and then defeat an elder dragon. It's quite the adventure before you. Head directly into the blizzard. That's where the elder dragon will be. Discard 1 time card. Shuffle the ice storm into the time deck. That could be bad. I don't know what ice storm is. Or spend some time getting to know your foe. Gain a track token. Lose nothing. Or you know where the beast will be. Trust your gut. Forget those options. Alright, so let's take a look at what Ice Storm is, whether it's good or bad, whether we want this. It is going to give us time, though. Windstorm, Eye of the Storm, Ice Storm. It was the very last card. Alright, each hunter that doesn't have ice resistance suffers 3 damage. Oh, you don't want Ice Storm. Okay, got it. Ice Storm bad, head directly into the blizzard, discards a time. So it just switches a time card for Ice Storm. If you want Ice Storm. It seems like a bad thing. Or gain a track token. You guys, once again, you got to tell me what we do here. I need to know. While you're thinking about that, I will start working on this. I vote option 2. Yeah, I think option 2 seemed pretty clear that that's the superior choice. But, hey, it's your decision. I'll take a moment, give Jack just a second to respond while I start setting up our locations. We've got 1 bush. We have 2 rocks, actually, which is surprising. We've had so many ponds, and here's the ponds. Here they come. We've had so many ponds, I've just been expecting it to be nothing but ponds. Great, they're in a zigzag. Hard to miss these. They're all over the place. Hey. No Ice Storm. Yeah, okay. Alright. Just making sure. We finally gain a track token. And we go to 37. Crucial Deora is not the most aggressive of the Elder Dragons, but when roused to fury, it is as unstoppable as the rotation of the world. You've already seen the remnants of a Rathalos unwise enough to challenge its dominance over the forest. Now, embedded in the thick rime of frost across the forest floor, you discover something else. The cracked remnant of a Nergigante carapace. Hey! You're almost sorry you missed the battle. Praise the treasure free from the ice. Each hunter gains 1 Nergigante carapace. Well, look at that. Or leave it times wasting. We need it if we actually want this guy's weapon, so I think it's pretty obvious what we're doing right now. So if you, just to fully read out the options, you gain a Nergigante carapace, which every single weapon requires for Kushala Deora, and you discard a time card, or leave it, discard a time card, gain a track token. So if you really wanted it, sure. Give me the Nergigante carapace, yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing. Can't Kushala freeze the acidic water? You know, another question, would the tornado not spawn on certain locations? I don't know. Had to fully write out Nergigante carapace, just as a thing that we now have. Alright. There we go. Didn't buy the Nergigante expansion, got Nergigante carapace anyway. Luckily it worked out and it was in the Choose Your Own Adventure segment. And there were multiple ways to get it. Alright. So that takes us to discarding another time card, which is Keep Hunting. Bummer. We want to get rid of the bad stuff. Everything is reshuffled again. And go to 29. The snow is less thick here. Something you're grateful for, as the effort needed to wade through the knee-deep whiteness is already sapping your energy. What cleared the snow away was another battle. This time between Rathalos and, well, you're unsure what, but it had a big horn. In the forest? In the forest? Your options are each hunter gains 1 Rathalos carapace, discard a time card, or dig about for something else. Each hunter gains 1 majestic horn. It was a Diablos. Somehow a Diablos got into the forest. And discard 2 time cards, progress to 21. So, here's the thing, guys. Like, when we start our next campaign of Monster Hunter, and we go to the Wildspire Wastes, I could say that it's the same hunters, but we started over with fresh stuff, but We don't want to have, we want to start without our armor and a brand new weapon. Do we actually keep this majestic horn? Do you think we should be allowed to have that, or should we just, forget this happens, or just take the Rathalos Carapace because you have one less time card to discard? Yeah, what is this, the Guiding Lands? I don't know where the heck we are. It implied in the beginning we were in the forest, which is where you fight Koosh. I would think that that's where we are. Speaking of which, he's a little off camera for me. He's a little hard to see. I mean, can you tell how freaking giant this thing is? It's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. It's also one piece, except for this little bit of the tail is the second part. Seriously, I think the creator models are smaller than this. It's ridiculous how big it is. So, now I'm not sure whether we should keep our inventory cards or, like, start a new one. I mean, the Rathalos Carapace, because given our luck with previous hunts, we need as many time cards as we can get. Yeah, I'm with you there. Like, I want to start fresh in our next Monster Hunter campaign. New hunters, new armor, and not be influenced by having a part already for the final boss, basically. So, if we go Rathalos, we discard one time card instead. So, let's gain another Rathalos Carapace. Did we never have one? I never had one. Did you have one? No, we never had one. Wow, okay, it was actually a new part. I don't think it matters, but whatever. Discard only one time card. It is a Nitro Toad. That's a shame. That actually ends up helping us a lot. It has been rolling in our favor with the Nitro Toad. 225 we go. Rathalos was badly injured in this fight. Not fatally, judging by the amount of blood staining the snow, but enough to force it to drag itself to safety. You wonder if the fight was caused by the two creatures obstructing one another, fleeing Kushala Daora. Might be worth backtracking, finding out where the two beasts were running from. Gather what you can. Each hunter gains a Rathalos scale, discard a time card, and gain a track token. Alright, so let's take care of the time card first. Keep hunting. We want to get rid of the good ones. Here's our track token. And we gain a scale. We definitely have scales. Yeah, what is it with this game giving us materials after we don't need them anymore? I don't know. I mean, I guess you could always fight them in any order you wanted, but you would probably just get creamed doing it. I don't know. I guess you gotta work for certain materials, and then, like, after the fact, someone could say, oh, well, now we can go make that Rathalos thing that we wanted. We were careful and made sure that we made everything we wanted as we moved on. Progress to 36. The Rathalos corpse, badly broken by a creature far larger and more powerful than itself. You almost feel pity at the thing. It didn't stand a chance. You reach out and pat it, immediately wishing you hadn't as your gloved hand sticks to the monster's frozen hide. Ew. Ripping yourself free leaves behind a lot of glove, and a fair amount of skin, too. Oh! Get something from this unfortunate. It's another typo. They just, left the sentence a fragment. It literally says, quote, get something from this unfortunate. Which means each hunter that doesn't have ice resistance suffers 1 damage. Each hunter gains 1 Rathalos Medulla. You cannot take damage during this segment. So I am the one who touched it. And I lose some of my skin off of my hand. We discard a time card, gain a Rathalos Medulla. It's Suspended Boulder. Come on. It's the stuff that can work in our favor. Of course, because the textbook power scaling method of this game is killing Rathalos. Alright, we get a Medulla. Another part we've never had. How are there this many Rathalos parts we never saw? Also, you touched it and skin ripped off your hand. Why would you think to start carving it for materials? Like, is this clearly a... Like, is this a safe or good corpse? A good specimen? What are we thinking? Progress to 35. We finally have a choice here. You keep going. That's what hunters do. No matter how difficult the terrain, how deadly the enemy, you are having to repeat this little mantra to yourself a lot during this hunt. The soaking boots, the constant gnawing soreness in your hands and arms, the additional weight the snow adds to your pack. No matter how much you brush it off, but you don't give up. The group may only choose this first option if they have at least one day or a claw in their inventories. Never mind. We slow down a little, rest, but keep going. Discard 2 time cards, but gain a track token. Shoot. Threat shift. Threat shift. And here's our token. Progress to 31. I thought we'd get a choice. Your doughness is paying off, you know it. The snow isn't abating. The wind might still be flesening your cheeks, but you keep pressing on. And you're hopeful Kushala Daora is alone, and that things don't suddenly get worse. Keep on this route, discard a time card, or there's something there, something different about the way the snow swirls in the air. Each hunter gains 1 Elder Dragon Blood. Discard 1 time card. Why would you not take the Elder Dragon Blood? If we're gonna discard a time card anyway, why would you not take the Elder Dragon Blood? How many cards have we discarded so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it was 8 to get to him in the beginning, so if we don't get to him already, then like with one of these choices, then we're kind of done. Take the blood. I think you're right. Why would we not take the blood? You still gotta tell me, though. So, Elder Dragon Blood. I'll put it under the Nergigante Carapace, as it can apply to both. And there's space there. Okay. That brings, did I discard? I did not discard our time card. Our time card is Sleep Toad. That one's also really good because even though Kush blocks sleep in this game, because I know I've put him to sleep before. I'm pretty sure I've put him to sleep. He blocks sleep in this game. I also block sleep, so it really could have turned into a free turn. 38. The storm is no longer formless. Now it is a snarling colossus of muscles, scales, and teeth. It inclines its head quizzically as it sees you approach. There's no anger, no bellow of fury, but then it sees the weapons in your hands, and shaking a deluge of ice from its sides, unfurls. The creature is vast. It opens its mouth, teeth glinting in the dying sun. Battle is joined. Reveal your track tokens, check the Scoutfly level, and begin the hunting phase. Let's take a look. Alright. Kushala Daora Scoutfly level. We ended up with a 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that enough? Is that enough to get anywhere? If you finish the adventure with equal to, if you were taxing the minimum... Okay, the assigned is 2 to 5. So, we're in the middle. We almost got the best one. Like, out of just 3 of these. That was really, really lucky. Kush, you're actually in the way. Where's, oh yeah, these attacks. Alright, so. If you finish with more tracks to the minimum, fewer than the top, you get Wing Buffet. Wing Buffet's okay. Alright. The best one is definitely Engulfing Aura, which is, the third one. Yeah, that is definitely a weak move. So, we will shuffle that in there. We get a regular old Kush for this fight. I need to see where he will spawn and where we can spawn. This is really weird. He's going to spawn close to me physically. He's here. Pardon me. It's actually in my way. It's so big. And we will spawn in those top corners or far apart. I don't know why we would want to be far apart, but we can. Kind of feel like we should be out here. Just both of us. Alright. And we gotta remember how those wind tokens work. I'll put you here, and I will sit right next to you. Let's shuffle his cards in. Monster always goes first. I have an extra health loss just because of how flippin' cold it's been out here. The forest has been freezing. You, however, feel just fine. Like you ran straight here or something. I don't know what happened. There's some logic behind it. Alright, so he gets a physiology upgrade like as we start. At the start of Kushala's turn, place one wind token on its physiology card. So it's the start of his turn. Kablam. If 2 wind tokens are on there, remove both instead of placing 1. Alright, so that's going to tell us how bad everything is. And then the tornadoes. When you draw a behavior card for Kushala with wind. Okay, so it has to be a card with wind that says it's time for a tornado. Let's see. Here's one. Alright, great. Wind pressure. Kush starts right here. Creates a tornado with a big attack. He goes forward. He technically aims it at us. So he aims this a big tornado our way. And then backs up. There is now a tornado right in front of him. That's unfortunate that we decided to spawn so far away from him, his tail is falling off. I'm not even picking him up by it. That's just how big this thing is. Alright, and that is his turn. Remember, the strength of the tornadoes is equal to the strength around Kush. Really started been really busy helping them out with their car battery died, and we've been trying to get it jump-started. That's unfortunate. Well, hopefully you guys get some good luck there. We just started fighting Kushala Daora, and we're trying to figure out how he is going to work for this fight. Alright, we get 3 turns after this, which is actually great. Perfect for us trying to make a long-distance run. You rolled a 3, I rolled a 1. So you get to go first. You know, we just started the fight. Yes, we did. Since you get to go first, you have Marathon Runner, so you really can run here for free. And 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So if you get within 1 note of him, I believe you have to discard because discard 1 card just to get rid of him, get near him. During your turn, when your hunter moves onto a node adjacent to Kushala Daora, you must discard attack cards from your hand with a total agility value. Agility value that it equals or exceeds the number of wind tokens. Alright. So it's the agility value. So it's not total cards, it's just agility. That's still bad, but it's not as bad as I thought. Let's break those wings. Yeah, let's see if one of these breaks. Right. Affects anything. And he has another ability. Good God. There's so many things to track in this. But anyway, his ability is Fierce Winds. At the start of Kushala's turn, place 1 wind token on its physiology card. If 2 wind tokens on the physiology card, remove both tokens instead of placing 1. Never mind, it's the same ability. During your turn, whenever a hunter moves onto a node adjacent to Kushala Daora, you must discard attack cards from your hand with a total agility value that exceeds or equals or exceeds the number of wind tokens currently on the physiology card. Okay. Woo! His wind is that bad, huh? Yeah, the wind is bad. Alright, so if you break his wings, you remove all the tornadoes instantly from the game board. Now, he can still add them, but you just delete them. If you break his legs, behavior with his face have less 1 walk. He doesn't move as far. He goes 1 distance, 1 node less. You break his face, remove the attack double bite from the behavior deck, shuffle discards together. Cut his tail. Remove 2 win tokens from this monster's physiology card. Okay. Doesn't do too much. It's not permanent. He'll build it right back up again. So, whatever. Anyway, this is how far you were able to get from just your regular walk. So for the record, you have a greatsword block in your hand, which you might want to keep. You have a tackle. So if you did this after a walk, you could hit him. And you could walk by doing discarding overhead slam. Yeah. And then you'll have to get rid of True Charge Slash to even pull this off. But since we get a turn after this, you'll be okay. So the way I say that you should do that, or hit him with the... No, you have to hit him with this. Save that for next turn. You can't... This is the only way I can figure out how to get this to work. Say, try and get the wings, tail, and legs, starting with the wings. Alright, let's start with the wings. I agree, it's probably the most important. Music's pretty quiet. Wonder why. Alright, I increased it by a decent amount. Hopefully the music is a little better now. I mean, like, I hear it. Alright, so how did I say you were going to do this? You're going to overhead slam face down, so you can take a step. And then you're going to play tackle, which lets you take a step. Now you're aiming at his side, the wings. And we're going to get a free stun on him. Can he be stunned? He can. It still takes 2 for it to work. But you get him with a stun and you hit him for 3 damage in the wing. His wing defense is 4. So, nice job. You did 1 point of damage. At least you did something. Yeah, that was weird. The music was weird? Okay. You were allowed to play 3 cards, actually. Oh, and you had to discard True Charge Slash to get here. Since you're here and he can't run or anything, let's play Strong Rising Slash now that we got here. Your hand is still a Greatsword block. This lets you draw 2, deal water. Please take water. Water's the only element he doesn't take. Of course. You deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the wing, which is 3. Much better. And your Strong Rising Slash gives you 2 break tokens. We need 6 to break the wing. That was a hell of a turn. You made it all the way from over here and did some serious damage to him. That was pretty good. Alright, end of your turn. We flip this over. It's Brief Respite. You may discard 1 attack card from any slot of your stamina board. That's great. Take this one. Let's make him face up. So now these go left. Now you can play combos if you need to. You draw Jumping Slash, Overhead Slam, Strong Charge Up, and True Charge Slash. Those are all great. If you get 3 again, and you do, oh my gosh. Oh, and you get to discard another one of these. I was going to say, if you didn't... Yeah, it said you may discard an attack card. I wonder if you don't want to. I'm going to let you choose. Really good start. I'm going to let you choose this. This actually matters. Brief Respite says you may discard a card from your stamina board. If it were me, obviously, yeah, of course I want to discard a card from my stamina board. But your hunter works better when they can do True Charge Slashes and hit them all the way over here at the end of the board. You could True Charge Slash next turn if you don't. I feel like you might want to leave it. I know it sounds weird, but we win! That joke happened every single episode. So, I kind of think you should leave it. I mean, you're leaving yourself vulnerable, of course, but you have a great sword block. Hitting him with a True Charge Slash is going to be 4 attack cards at once, which is how we really deal damage. So we keep it on the board so we have a better chance of stacking damage for True Charge Slash. Yeah, I agree. I know it sounds weird. It would have been great to pull that any other time. But I think that's what we're going to play. Let's leave it. Alright, it is now my turn. Let me get a hand going, see if I can even catch up to you. I don't think I can. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I will get a new hand after this. Alright, so my walk only takes me here. And I can discard 4 cards. So I can't get to you. I'd say leave the cards there. We could True Charge Slash his full metal butt. Yep. And I can actually start dealing real elemental damage to him, too. But the problem is I just can't get to him. I would stand myself out running at you. Ah, this is bad. Well, here, if that one is the last one, 2, and then play it. So I only need to discard 2. Flip 2. Keep this. That one moves. That one moves, and then I faint at the end of it. Alright, so I think I can figure this out. So these 2 go face down. So I go here and here. Next, I'll play my feint to remove these 2 from my stamina board. Now, I can lunging stab, which I can't remove another card from my hand unless I got rid of Blazing Fold Slash. Wait a minute. I have to get rid of Blazing Fold Slash. That's the rules. I was gonna say, like, maybe there's some way around I can keep it, but no, I don't see any way. Alright, so I discard this so that I can come in here and contribute and deal some damage. And this is the first attack card I play this turn, so I get to play 3 attacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's okay. I did 3 damage into the wing. Alright. And fortunately for us, you get another turn after this. Brief Respite. I don't even need this. Why did we draw those back-to-back when we didn't need them? That's actually horrible. That means the rest of the deck is bad stuff. 3, 4, and 5. I got a Demon Mode if he doesn't go for me. We'll see. Alrighty. It is your turn. Let's hit him so hard. Okay. So you are sitting on a strong charge up. So we already know we want to put True Charge Slash at the end. Alright? If True Charge Slash goes there, you could strong charge up here. Jumping Slash. No, that ends a combo, so that ends your turn. Alright, so you can't do that. Overhead Slam. So you strong charge up, overhead slam, True Charge Slash. You can see by the little red here in the arrow that ends this combo, so it has to conclude there. Let's see what that actually means. So strong charge up says playing this attack card does not count towards the maximum allowed by the card numbers. We have no choice. We have to fill up. Which means you actually could have discarded last time. It doesn't change anything. Alright. Gain +2 break for the next attack. So your next attack hits him in the wing. Does 2 more break. We're about to destroy his tornado already. And this destroys all of them. Maybe we want to save this break. I don't know. He can cure it before it's broken for good. Alright, so your damage is 3, which is a minimum of 1. And here's your big one, True Charge Slash. That was mostly the strong charge up. Overhead Slam was all about breaking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So minus 4, you're at 7 damage. Brings him straight to 70. He hasn't even hit us yet. Do big damage. Big damage, go big. You might want to keep this Jumping Slash in your hand so that you can, you know, deal some decent damage, deal a little break, and also cure a bit. So we discard 1 from here. You draw 1, 2, 3 good cards. Very good. What do we got here? Monster Retreats. See, I'm telling you, bad stuff. Bad stuff is what we're going to have for the rest of this. Discard 4 time cards. Each hunter may sharpen their weapon. Okay, use a potion from the communal pool. You can sharpen for free, but this costs us 4 time cards. We're going to time out. I just know it. 1 is Roar. 2 is Suspended Boulder. 3 is Threat Shift. 4 is Tactical Shift. At least you got rid of a Roar. So we already removed 1. You take a free Sharpen. At least you got that going for you. You're going to do I 1 to a minimum of 1. Yeah, you still have focus. I want to make sure that I'm remembering all of our abilities. There's so many little things in this board game. Like, oh, so much to track. Unga to the bunga. Yeah, 15 damage so far. I contributed 1. Alrighty. That is good. Your turn has ended. I need to remember to flip these. So that is flipped back down. I am up. It is Kush's turn, and we are on top of him. That's not good. Alright, so it's the beginning of Kush's turn. There are now 2 win tokens on him, and the attack is Unearth. It causes a tornado directly under where he is at. First of all, he does a huge attack all around him. We both have to dodge this, and the dodge value is 6. And only 1 player gets a turn after this. Dodge value 6? It's physical, though. It's physical, and it's only 8. It doesn't deal anything. You got a Greatsword block for this reason? You block 4, 5, 6. This is, no, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could just take 1 point of damage by blocking this and pretend nothing even happened instead of discarding your whole freaking hand, which you can't do. Yeah. I, however, am in a bad spot if I discard and try to dodge this. But I have to. Looks like I don't have a choice. Yeah. Since we're already standing in front of him, I will be able to attack him. So these 2 are 2s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ugh. 5 and 6. That's awful. So I managed to dodge that horrible attack. And then he backs up 4 times. We literally have him cornered right now, so I'm going to say he doesn't move. That's why I said he's not going to move out of this. We could play up to 4 cards on this 1 turn. Gotta be kidding me. You may have to already use Dodge Boost, Alex. I forgot about Dodge Boost. You're right. If the monster was within 1 note of my hunter, place Balka token on the monster's behavior deck. I should have done this before. I forgot I had it, though, so I'm going to say I'm allowed to use it. Behavior has -2 to the next turn. Alright, so if it's -2, I can pick up these 2 1s. Alright. You're right. I'm already out of Dodge Boost. You, on the other hand, you'd say block it and take the 1 tick. Yeah, you guys gotta block. It's pretty critical. Besides, you, are being put at much better health because you have that Rathalos Helm that protects you from damage during the opening. Since we're standing here, we do not take any extra damage. There is a tornado under him, though. I'll just have to position it like that for now. He tried to back off of it, but, you know, he's pinned. This is my hand. This is you. It is my turn, so I can actually stand myself out playing all of these and doing a ton of damage. I could break the wings now. Yeah, I can break them now. Do I go for something else, though? Oh, I can only... Oh, actually, I am at a corner, so I can hit his head, too. Removing double bite could be nice. Should I break his wings? I'm gonna do it, but I have to leave some space up for me to dodge after this, because I could be in big trouble. We're going to Blade Dance and then Bladed Fangs. Each one does one break. Add all 4 up together, and I am aiming at those wings to destroy the wings. Break the wings, get rid of the wind altogether. I don't see why not. It doesn't get rid of the wind. It just makes all of his tornadoes, his current tornadoes he's placed, vanish. He still has wind on him. Alright, so the tornadoes are gone. He can still make more. That's why I was saying maybe we shouldn't have done this so early, because we could have destroyed up to 5 tornadoes. But it's okay. We destroyed 2, and we're going to go for a speed kill on this. We're going to try and kill him as fast as we can. He won't know what hit him. Alright, what kind of damage do I do, though? 1, 2, 3. I deal 1. He's at the nice number. Now, my next attack, I deal 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't matter. He's no longer at the nice number. Alright, we knocked him down to 68. At least I did something. It is now Kush's turn. It's a wing attack. He hits both of us again. Oh, hold on. Before this happens, I forgot to do my end of turn. Misread. Oh, the start of the monster's next turn, he actually discards this attack anyway. Yeah, and then draw 1 from the monster behavior deck. Alright, so he's actually going to be doing this next attack instead. I was supposed to discard this. I'll take a new hand. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to keep this. I have a feint. I'm going to play it now. Discard any 2 cards on your stamina board. I'll just get rid of those. They're face down. Alright, I've got 4 cards to my hand. These flip. I'm trying to make sure I'm managing all this stuff. By golly, it's a lot. Does he do his wind ability now? His wind is still a thing, but the wind is constant. The wind is going to reset now on his next turn. So, now it's actually Kush's turn. And because of Misread, we have Wind Aura. Which, actually, ironically, knocks his wind off, because since you can't add the 3rd, he doesn't have any wind right now. He's wide open. He moves 3 towards the nearest. I break the tie, so he will go... I don't want to step in that water, so 1 slide, 2, 3. And then he does a Wind Aura around him. Whatever, there's a wind gust, and now he's actually starting to block me. I knew this was gonna happen. I'm over here. Alright, to dodge this, it is a 5. It is 9 physical damage. I could dodge this with 2 cards. Wouldn't be great. My good stuff was Blazing Double Slash. I really wanted this. Could I get away with keep it? No. No, I have to get rid of this if I want to dodge this. And we only get 1 turn after this. That's lovely, but whatever. I dodge it. I paid for the dodge. Yeah, just checking my abilities if anything could have possibly helped me. Now we can start attacking that tail. Exactly. Because it is your turn. You can... Right, because you can see from up here, fortunately, there's a camera up there, because you're not totally blocked by Kush. You can now move this away, Tell me if at any point you can't see what's happening because of Koosh. You move up in there, right up to his booty. I say you should Jumping Slash. I know you can play 3 cards this turn, but you only have 1 spot. Jumping Slash ends a combo. It only does 2 cards, does 1 break, and you get to discard it for free after you've played it. That means you can play another card. Now that's getting greedy, whether you want to go for that too. You can see everything. Okay, cool. I have so many windows on my monitor right now, I actually can't tell. And then I have this guy in the way. Alright, so if you Jumping Slash first, which seems like the obvious choice, and then we'll get to our decision of whether you want to play more or not. You do 1 break. It is clearly at his tail. You need 7. 7 to break his tail. We draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. His defense there is 4. You dealt 1. Oh, and I forgot to write. We broke Koosh's wings. Alrighty, Jumping Slash plus another card. Go for it. Oh, okay, if you say so. We get rid of Jumping Slash. And now, you can Strong Rising Slash. Just wanted to make sure that you were cool with doing that, because we will discard, and then we'll try and fish through your deck again for another combo finisher next turn. Hopefully he doesn't go for you. Right now, he's going for me mostly. I have aggro. Alright, so you draw 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which deals 3 to him. Which puts him... Nope. 64. And it deals water damage, which means nothing to us, and 2 more break tokens go into the tail. Alright, it's the end of your turn. Let's see if there's anything you want to get rid of. I'd say get rid of Strong Charge Up. It's actually not helping you right now. Let's draw 1, 2, 3, 4. You did get a combo finisher. It's another Jumping Slash. That's actually great. Assuming you don't get hit. You discard the Strong Rising Slash. We flip these over. And draw. Monster sleeps! Remove, this is why we did this. Remove 1 break token from each monster body part that is not broken. The monster recovers 5 HP. You did negative damage this turn. Negative damage. Ugh. Yep, and you did see that correctly. That was another stun card you drew. You did draw Tackle. So, the most important thing you drew, though, is Jumping Slash to end a combo. You could do the same turn next turn as you did this one. Jumping Slash, Strong Rising Slash. It's going to matter because your entire Jumping Slash just got negated. More so than any other card we've had. That was awful. The deck, honestly, is like the real... He's back at the nice number. He is back at the nice number. Oh, alright, so... That is the only turn that we are allowed to take. It is now Koosh's turn after his sleep. Swooping Dive, he does. First he goes to the farthest hunter. I break the tie again, so he's going to go for me. I actually can't see. This does not create a tornado. He now has a wind token on him. We just gave him a back rub. Yeah, basically. He feels nice and... he massaged his shoulders while he laid down to take a nap. Alright, he's actually so big I can't see. So he's flying for a moment, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to turn his wings that way so you can see. Hopefully I don't have to type anything because he's actually over my keyboard right now. Especially the Control S. I can't save anything. You can run up to his corner and still get him from there, but first I have to resolve his attack. Which looks like it just hits me. I can't do anything about this. I can't dodge again, because I wasn't given a turn before, so I guess I'm just taking, and I'm stunned. This is awesome. I am taking 9. Reduced by 4. I take 5 damage. Koosh, you gotta move. Alright, back where you were. Alright, now he does not create a tornado, luckily. You can still marathon runner to him. You wouldn't hit him in the tail, though. Whatever that matters at this point. He just needs to die. He truly just needs to go. Alright, so I am in a bad spot. And it is my turn. I only have 2 cards that I'm able to play, and I'm on top of him anyway. This is bad. Do I Vigor Wasp spray you in my next turn? Honestly, I am wondering about the actual potion, though. You get a turn after this, so let's think about that. I'm thinking of, because Vigor Wasp Spray doesn't remove your stamina bar. Recover all health the hunter has lost by setting their health dial to full. Yep, so it doesn't do anything about the stamina bar, which a potion does both. I could hit him, but I could theoretically only deal 2 damage. I'm only allowed to play 2 cards anyway. I'm about to draw some. I might be able to feint my way back into having something. At least play this. So I do 2 cards. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. I deal 2. And I deal a break into his face. Get out of that nice number. Move. Alright. Do I play this? I really don't want to stay him out. I'm in such a bad spot right now. Now he is at the unfunny number. Yeah, he is at the unfunny number. Every other number other than 69 is the unfunny number. I'm gonna do it anyway. Because I need to sharpen next turn anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the face's defense is only 3. Actually, I dealt 1 more. So, that means I deal an additional 3. That tail cannot be falling out of there. I gotta glue it or something. It keeps... You would never expect that tail to be the problem, but it is. Alright. I did some okay damage to him. That was good. Oh, I'm stunned. What does stun do? I think I discard down to 2 cards. I only had 2 in my hand anyway, so that works out. Or am I thinking of paralysis? Couldn't walk. Either way, I didn't do any of those things, so let's not bother. Alright, so we have resolved that turn. These flip. I have no hand right now, so I'm not going to be picky with what I get here. I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's everything. I have a feint. I play it immediately. And of course, now I get the good stuff. Whatever. I can use that to dodge if need be. I am okay. I think I'm okay. I know I'm at 2 HP. I've never carded this entire campaign. Technically, we already cleared it. This is post-game. If I card, it doesn't count. Alright, I really need a potion, though, so this is bad. Alright, it is your turn. After a Wiggly Litchi, you may discard all attack cards from your stamina board. Hold on. Hold on. That means I get my feint back. Don't do that. I still have a feint in my hand. Alright, so those are all clear. That was almost a full heal that I got for free. I'm good. Only downside is I still need to sharpen, and I probably should potion when that happens. Alright, it is your turn. You can marathon runner right there, if you can even see where your hunter is anymore. You can play 2 cards this turn. Do you do the same combo of Jumping Slash, which we assume you're going to start with this, which deals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a break, so you might as well be hitting the legs. So you dealt 2. And you put a break on his leg. We've actually got breaks all over the place. You better not sleep again. You have to discard a card for getting close to him. Overhead Slam because it sucks. Get rid of it. Jumping Slash gets discarded. And now here's the question. Do we do this again? Do we go for another Strong Rising Slash? You also have Tackle. Oh, you can play 2 cards. You can also Wide Slash to deal 1 point of damage. Ba-boom, and it just gets discarded. That might be safer. So you might deal the same amount of damage, whether Strong Rising Slash or Wide Slash. So I guess it's all up to how. Like, do you want to back off the stamina a little bit? Because I feel like with 7 HP, he can still kill you in 1 hit if he draws the right card. Like, say he draws a 10, physical 10. Then you're taking 6. You're at 7. Wow, you would somehow live even at 10. So I guess you're okay. Tackle first to get him fully stunned. You sure you want to spend that now? That was the last thing I was expecting you to do. Sure, you can tackle. Gonna need to walk the dogs on maybe a little or my mom's car. Hood won't pop open. Man, that's unfortunate, Cameron. But you do your thing. And I'm sorry you're missing it. It's a shame. Alright, so I think stun just means his dodge value next turn is a 1, and nothing will change that. So that's nice. But at the same time, like, I don't know, more damage? Cameron, before you go, want to stun him now. Yeah, I kind of want another input on that, whether we should stun him or not. I'm assuming he typed that before he had to get going, so we'll wait a moment just in case. So, I was thinking Wide Slash because at least you get another free point of damage on him, and your stamina comes back faster, and you can play a better combo next turn and not rely on these kind of cards. Yeah. Yeah, I think Cameron's out. So, if this really is what you want to do, I'll let you do it. I mean, it's not like I'm not your player, so you get to make your decisions. If you want to stun him now, you can go for it. I feel like we're in an okay position right now. We don't necessarily need this, but to be honest, if you played Wide Slash instead, you'd be able to... Yeah, you're not going to dodge anyway. You're going to tank everything. I don't know. Alright, so I'm going to assume that was the only thing that I got in there, Gojira, unless you want to change your mind. We're going to tackle instead of Wide Slash. Alright, you don't need the movement. Though you theoretically could move back to the tail, but you don't deal any break with this. It will also help you out, too, if he aims for you. Yeah, he will almost certainly be aiming for me, because you're going to break the tie. So let's have you go over here. Nah, he's going to move... He's going to move forward, so you just stay where you're at. Though, you could... He's going to go for the farthest anyway. You could go here with your walk. Because your tackle gives you a walk. And then you push me this way. So, that we might live to regret this in a moment, but we'll see what happens. So you come over here. 2. It's fine. It's still going to be a 1. Koosh, can we not fight in this corner? And he is fully stunned now. I'll put that on his butt so we can see it. It's the only flat spot on him. Alright. This next turn of his is going to be so easy to dodge. We discard the tackle, flip the tokens over. Anything that you want out of your hand. Wide Slash is actually outstanding, and so is Strong Rising Slash. Keep those. Wide slash again. Overhead slam is Garbo, and you have a great sword block. You cannot end a combo, but you can do a lot of damage. All right. Next is this. Paratoad. Here we go. Cameron leaves, and you are about to eat another frog. Let's see what happens. For the record, he does not take paralysis at all. So, it's either you or him. And it's you. I rolled a 6. You suffer paralysis. And with paralysis, I think you discard down to 2 cards. Damn, that's bad. You might want to keep Greatsword Block and Strong Rising Slash. The rest of these, they are good, but he dropped a frog on the field and left. Cameron, why? He did just drop the frog and noped out. Alright, that's all you got now. You can at least Greatsword Block, and you got your best attack card in your hand. That's all I can do. Stop eating frogs. Okay, so it is now his turn. What did I just say? He's dealing 10 physical damage and stun. That's outstanding. But the dodge value of this is 1 and cannot be changed. Wing Buffet, he actually attacks his sides. He's facing me still. He attacks his sides with Wing Buffet. You don't have to move. Since you pushed me there, that actually works out. He's attacking with his wings outwards. He's doing this big outward Wing Buffet thing that he's doing. And you standing in the front and me technically being on this side, yeah, I'm not affected by it either. You don't have to block this. And then we get 2 turns after this. And he goes 4 towards the farthest now. 3 and 4. Let's have this go like that. Alright. We're surrounded by water. We can technically walk over there, though. Alright, I go first. He also got another wind token up here. But since we're standing on top of him, we don't have to dodge it. We're already here. Alright. Let's see what I can do. Oh, I can finally do some fire damage. To a monster who doesn't resist it. I am ready. My body is ready for this game with broken balancing to finally let me deal some real damage. How many cards do I only have 3 cards left in my sharpness pool. What's my health at? 2. I have to. Damn it. Oh. This is so bad. This is so bad. I'm finally set up to really lay into him. But I have to sharpen. There's nothing else I can do. I have to sharpen. Ugh. Unless I just dealt piddly damage to him. Gosh, that stinks. So by the way, just to let you guys know, if you go to the YouTube posts for this channel, you will see a poll for the board game series that we're going to play after this. I'm letting you all vote. I've got several. So that was sharpening. I'm going to take a potion. I am in a really bad position right now, and we have that Vigor Wasp spray if we need it later. But for now, let's just say I drank one of those. He technically could have healed me with Vigor Wasp instead, but you know what? Actually, do it, because I don't need the stamina. Let me spit that back up again. I mean, that's with your permission to use your, you just use your Vigor Wasp on me instead of the potion. Because remember, potion cures stamina as well, and that doesn't help me right now. So Vigor Wasp, this is an ideal Vigor Wasp spray moment. So if you say that's okay, I will spit that potion right back into that jar, once again, seal it up. Cameron won't know any different. It'll be fine. He'll drink it whenever he needs to. Alrighty. Activate Vigor Wasp Spray. Halo! It's all done. There, we done did a thing. Unfortunately, that's my turn. I wanted to hit him so bad. I was so ready with the fire attack. I was so ready. But I can't do anything. That's unfortunate. Monster sleeps! No! No! There's another Monster Sleeps card? Oh my god. Remove a break token from each monster body part that isn't broken. He removes 3 break tokens and heals 5 health. We are never going to get past the 60s. Oh my god. You've got to be kidding me. You don't even get an opportunity to wake him up. We're getting such bad luck. Maybe we are going to do Koosh again next week just because we did so bad on this one. Maybe we fail. I wouldn't be surprised if the time deck is what ruined everything. Like, when it comes down to RNG, and like you strategize as much as you possibly can, but the RNG screws you over. Woof. Alright. That was my turn. This thing is a cheater. Yeah, it is very much cheating. Alright, it is your turn. You still have Greatsword block. You don't need it, though. And the only card in your hand is Strong Rising Slash. You can hit him in the face and reactivate those 2 break tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was pitiful damage. Pitiful damage. You only hit him for 1. But you do get some break tokens back on that tail again. We have never once had a monster sleep twice. If we fail, we do them again. Yeah, I kind of want to go till we beat him. Anyway, because it doesn't seem right to, like, just fail and then switch games. It'd be our first failure. It would be really surprising, too. Alright, so, there goes this. You draw up to 5, so you get a tackle. And then I shuffle all this together, and then we're going to see what the rest of your hand is like. That tackle did help us before. No, actually, no, it didn't. Because he missed. Is that tackle still on him? Yeah, it is. I didn't see it. He's too big. So that tackle actually didn't matter. You never know. You never know. You've also got a jumping slash, wide slash, and overhead slam. Those are great for being stammed out. Alright. And I'm in a bad position, so we flip this over. That was your attack. Good job. We collectively did -4 damage. Here we go. Well, we don't have time to fight him again today if that does happen, so if we fight him again, it's going to be next time. Koosh. No, end of your turn. We draw this. Nitro Toad. Alright, we got an opportunity to deal a break token on him. But you have to roll 1 through 3. You rolled a 2. All right. I'm going to assume... Oh, the break tokens you hit were actually in his face, not his tail. You're facing him right now. Do you want to put it in his face or his tail? Honestly, I think we should put him into his face. We got to try and actually break something here because he keeps sleeping. Nitro Toad, you get to choose. It's a part of your choice. So choose where you'd like to put it. I will leave that there. Break the tail. Okay, I'll put it on the tail. Nitro Toad just exploded on his tail. Somehow. And let's see here. Moving on. Koosh does Flying Press. He moves 4 towards the nearest. I break the tie. 1, 2... How am I going to do this? What if I did 3 and 4 to slide? I'm still in range. I am still in range of getting killed here. Oh, and these get removed. He now does Flying Press, a huge attack that I need a 5 to dodge. This is so disappointing. No. Don't make me get rid of these. Ugh. Poop. Poop, I say. Poop. That's a 3 and a 2. Those were my good moves. We have 2 turns after this, and we can play up to 3. Tail should be broken by now, but the game has given every monster plot armor. The tail should be broken, but it only has 2 out of 7 pieces right now. 2 out of 7. Because he keeps sleeping it off. It was at 4. And so was his legs they had a breaking point. But they got cured, and his head had 2. And now they're back to 2 again. We've done so many break damage points, and he's healing it all off. Oh, this is a terrible time deck I made. Alright, so... that's the end of his turn. Looks like I go next, and I am right here to hit him. I'm finally ready to do some actual damage. First off, I'm going to feint. Might as well. Clear these out of the way. I'm aiming at his face right now, so I'm going to start with a Blade Dance to do 1 break into his head. And then I will deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It just does 1. His defense is too high. And then here's the big one. Blazing Double Slash. I had another one of these, and I had to discard it. That stinks. Alright, so Blazing Double Slash is 3 fire. Well, 3 regular attacks and a fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6! Come on! Oh, and he actually has weaker defense in his head, so I technically... let me see. I'm dealing an extra 4. Because the last attack I did the math assuming it was defensive 4, which every other part of him is 4. His weak spot is his head, for the record. Alright, so now we resolve the fire damage. When this hunter plays a fire elemental attack card, instead of placing an elemental token, draw 1 elemental damage card. This doesn't affect monsters with immunity to fire. He still takes this. 3 free points of damage. I am contributing. Nice. And that's my entire hand. He stamped me out before. There's nothing else I can do other than shuffle this and prepare to redraw a new hand. That was a really lousy shuffle. Let's do that again. You're still within 2 to catch up to him. For Marathon Runner. Marathon Runner is really coming in handy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have a good hand here. We got another feint, so I'll hang on to it. Blazing Fold Slash. I got 2 of them. Alright. That's alright. That's pretty good. That does a lot. This gets discarded. These flip. Please be good. Threat Shift. About time. So, you are now the threat. Honestly, that is a bad thing. I might want to switch that back again with my Rathalos Helm ability. Or my Mail ability. Because if he's going for me, I can dodge this. It's okay. And you can run after him with Marathon Runner. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to activate it now. Alright, I'm using my Rathalos Mail ability to do basically Threat Shift and undo what he just did. So he still goes for me. Let's see. Your turn. Okay. An overhead slam. That's Garbo. Alright, now you almost certainly are doing this, because there's no reason to tackle right now. You can Wide Slash, free point of damage, Jumping Slash. After you, of course, move here. You could also theoretically move here and cut his tail. Instead of the leg. Yeah, you should do that. Alright. That's your best move right now, because we're in a lot of trouble. If it weren't for those sleeps, we would have been halfway done with the fight by now. Yeah, go for it. Alright, awesome. First, you play Wide Slash. Wide Slash is 1 free point a day. It's a 4! You drew the 4 on Wide Slash? That sucks! because it ends up being 1 point of damage. You deal more, not 1 point, I'm sorry. I knocked him from 54 down to... He was 54, right? Now we're 53. I don't remember. What was he at? Did I just do that right? I think he was at 54. I want that tail. And then Jumping Slash, which also will get discarded. You're attacking that tail, so we got a break token added to it. And draw 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You deal 2. I'm assuming that's where he was. I'm pretty sure. Alright, now you get to discard stuff. You seem to really like Tackle, so I'll let you hang on to it. We also have a Greatsword block in your hand. This gets discarded. Overhead Slam's horrible. True Charge Slash is great. Overhead Slam, also horrible. Okay, as long as he doesn't go for you, you got another True Charge Slash ready for him. Oh, that was discarded, and this is discarded. You are set next time. Alright. However, you only have 2 damage cards to draw. You're almost out and desperately need a Sharpen. Hopefully this card doesn't give it to you because something bad happens. Brief Respite. You may discard 1 attack card from any slot of your stamina board. Alright. Do it. You'll play your way back up to True Charge Slash. It'll be alright. Okay. Kusha's turn. He's got a wind token on him. Air Blast. He's not making tornadoes anymore. This is actually great. Air Blast goes to the nearest. I break the tie. He goes this away. Whoosh! This big blast of air, and he backs up twice. 1, 2. So he does this huge thing of air in my direction, and it is a 5 to dodge it. This card's terrible. And this one's just okay. It's a shame I'm getting rid of another one of my fire skills, but I need to tank these dodges while you kill him. Well, at least the tornadoes haven't been the problem this fight. Yeah, we got that. And he backs up twice. You just went. So it's my turn. I don't know if I can even get to him and deal anything. No. There's no way. Actually, I bet there might be a way. There might be a way. So... No, there really isn't. If I give this... It's because he has that wind. Ugh. This stinks. But, okay, I have to give up another one of my good cards. First, I'm going to feint. Remove these 2. I take my walk here. Or, you know, I'll go in style. I step to the rock so I can slide. Wait a minute, slide here. It's all the same. It's just the same distance away. Alright, so I slid there so I could lunging stab. And because I'm lunging stabbing, I take 1 step forward. Do my attack, but I have to discard up to his wind counter to get close to him again, which makes me lose my good fire attack. That absolutely sucks. But I get to do 1, 2, 3 attack cards of damage, which are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Yep, 6. So I deal 2. Oh, no. I deal 3, because I'm hitting him in the face. We're not even halfway, guys. Yeah. And the time deck is way past halfway. We're not doing well. At all. Alright. That was all we get. It is his turn. We only get a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Can we flip these over? I discard Lunging Stab. Time card. Paratoad. Jeez Louise. Don't do this to me. It's a 2! It's a 2! It was a 2. I knocked it over. It landed off the table, but whatever. That happens every time now. I should just accept it. Alright, so he still can't be paralyzed, so it doesn't matter. But he moves on to his attack. Air Cannon. Now he takes 2 steps forward. 1, 2. There's nothing I can... Hold on. Is there a way? 1, 2. Slide. No. He's still gonna hit me. It still has a range of 2, so I can't even use this to escape. Awesome. I need to dodge for a value of 5. No, I don't want to give up Blazing Double Slash. Here's Demon Mode. It's 2. And Blazing Double Slash is 3. These are my good cards. In the Wildspire expansion, it's a whole other campaign. It's not even an expansion. Wildspire is a whole new base game. I'm just going to go for Diablos Hammer, because it seems the element barely matters in this game. Yeah, element really doesn't mean anything. Also, we don't know if what weapon class we're going to play. We also don't know if Hammer even gets a Diablos weapon. Alright, I dodged it. You happy? You happy, man? You get 4 cards to play after this? Oh, awesome. You're going to deal so much damage. And you can Marathon Runner right here to hit him in the tail. So if you're playing up to 4 cards... Well, clearly it's these 4, because you have a Greatsword block. To deal better oh no, you need to sharpen. Oh. How many cards are here? 2? Oh. What do we do? There's no way they wouldn't port Hammer to Diablos. There's gonna be Diablos Hammers. I'm just saying, don't be so sure that the Hammer is going to get a Diablos upgrade. You remember how, like, Rathalos, you couldn't... No, could you have done it? It was me who couldn't. I couldn't do anything with that. There was just not an option. Elder Dragons, if it's an expansion, everyone has a weapon. So that's different. Okay. You're in a bad state right now. So you have to sharpen. Or you could be crazy and tackle him. You don't have speed sharpening or speed eating or anything like that. So there's nothing crazy you can do. You gotta... I don't know what you're gonna do. Truly, you're in a bad spot. A threat shift wouldn't even be that bad right now. Oh, we're in a bad spot. Rathalos had Greatsword, but not Dual Blades. That was it. Yeah, he had Greatsword, but he didn't have Dual Blades. So I'm just saying, that could be a thing. Don't expect, every monster you want to have the weapon you want. I have a bad feeling you should be sharpening. There's only 1 turn after this, and he's going to go for the nearest, meaning he's going to go for you. Unless you stood 1 away and had him go for me again. But I can't dodge him again. I will take the hit. Yeah, I will have to take the next hit. Unless you stand here. And prepare to dodge. Yeah. Or Greatsword block. You have Greatsword block. So I'm going to say you should sharpen. Just sharpen. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so let's discard 2 overhead slams because they're terrible. Keep tackle because I know it's one of your favorite. And True Charge Slash. Keep Greatsword block. You'll draw 2. Tackle again. That's awesome. Wide Slash. It is a shame because this was a wide open attack where you get 4 cards. But you couldn't do anything because you were out. I swear, these decks today are making this fight impossible. And use the block on his next attack. Well, yeah. Because he should be going for you. Okay. Here's your attack. Unfortunately, that was your entire turn. That sucks. Vespoid attack! You instantly suffer paralysis. Keep your Greatsword block. Man, you gotta get rid of True Charge Slash. Do you keep Wide Slash? What do you keep? Keep a tackle? Oh, this is bad. Oh my god. A Vespoid. Now, a Vespoid. I guess you keep a tackle. There's nothing good in your hand right now. You have to get rid of everything. That is awful. Every single time. You know, I'm just realizing, have I ever been stung by the Vespoid? I feel like it's always you. Alright, and I don't get a turn. What am I looking at my cards for? Oh, he's going for the farthest hunter. Never mind, he is going for me. Oh my god, am I dead? No, it's only a 4 to dodge this. I can actually do it. This is horrible. But I can dodge this. So first he goes 2 forward. And it goes up to 4 nodes away? Away from him? Oh my god. He goes 1, 2, 3, and 4. Even if I slide, he does this AoE explosion that goes up to 4 nodes away from him. This whole area just explodes and causes a tornado under him. Finally, we're seeing these. Okay, so I could dodge it. You can't. We're getting crippled by everything but the monster. You're about to get crippled by the monster. He just dealt 11 physical to you. And stun. I think you died. 1, 2, 3, 4. Puts at 7. You're dead. He just killed you. I dodged it. Can we block it? We forgot about that. You have Greatsword block. You're right. You somehow block the wind with your Greatsword block, leaving you precisely with 3 HP. My god, we're in a horrible place. Oh, also, he has another wind token on him. Okay, we each get a turn after this. Nobody got stunned. But the problem is I don't have a stamina bar. So that's nice. Wind isn't an element in this game, so I can block wind. Yep. Yep, it is not elemental. You can block wind as if it was physical. So I guess I'm sharpening, because there is nothing I can do on my turn. He's going for the farthest next. I don't know who is in worse shape, honestly. And we're mostly dying to the time deck. I don't see how this is going to happen, honestly. Alright, so that's my turn. This is discarded. Of course, it's faint. And these flip over. I draw an actual hand. Do I want this? No. I want an actual hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Please give me some feints. Nope. I am so dead. Oh my god, I have nothing to dodge. I'm gonna die. Okay, I think I'm using my walk. Because he's going to the nearest, the farthest next. I'm gonna hide in this bush. He has to go for you or I'm dead. I am force-feeding Cameron that potion you spat up next turn. Are you sure? I don't know. Because, like, I don't know, you got nothing. I have nothing. You have nothing. We can't do anything. We're so dead. Oh my god, we're so dead. Anyway, it is your turn. You have a tackle. You can tackle him in the butt. You have to stay far away, though. Tackle isn't going to proc either, so it's not going to matter. Oh my god. You could also marathon run away, but we don't have time. It's your turn now, by the way. If you really want to take that potion, you can do it. But you can't sharpen. So that seems kind of wasteful. I don't know what you want to do. It's your turn. Your only option of what's left in your hand from the Vespoid Sting is tackle. You could tackle him. You could put a stun counter over there. Get it ready. Use Marathon Runner to move farther away and then heal. And back finally. You want to heal? Okay. Marathon run as far as you possibly can away from him. Cameron's back. We are in such a bad place. Like, this is terrible. And, Gojira wants to potion. What happened? What didn't happen? The deck wants to kill us. Kush is honestly not that bad. It's this up here. This is killing us. You're eating this potion with Alex's spit in whether you like it or not. No, yeah, I spat out another potion. Why'd you tell him? That's nasty. Alright, there goes another turn down the drain. You're drawing. You got another greatsword block. That was awful. That was 2 back-to-back turns where we did zilch to him. Nothing. We are running out of cards quick. Alright. It is... This flips. This flips. You have a time card. Tactical shift. If the 200s may move up to 1 node each, you go even farther away from him. I'll go over here, expecting he's going to try and chase you, so I'll be closer. Oh, cool. I got another roofie from Alex. Thanks. Yeah, no problem. I hope you catch some weird diseases from my mouth spit. All right. That would imply my character has weird Monster Hunter diseases. We eat, like, raw meat and stuff. It's bound to be a thing. Okay. These are removed off of Kush. Thank God. And he uses his final move, Double Bite. He might just freaking miss. He might freaking miss. Okay, so he moves 3 closer to you. 1, 2, 3. And within 1 node away, he can't reach you. That was huge. He whiffed. And we can both get to him in 1 step. The game is feeling bad for us. Not bad enough, though, because only 1 hunter gets to move, me. And, I can only play 2 cards, which doesn't matter because I'm stammed out here. As soon as you left, we got Paratoad. Yeah, we got Paratoad as soon as you left, and then you got stung by a Vespoid, and then, like, everything got terrible. Kush is photobombing me again. I have 3 Blade Dance in my hand. This is awful. Alright, the best thing I can play is Lunging Stab. So I can move 1, hit him twice, hit him 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. All that and I dealt 1 point of damage. That was terrible. Oh yeah, nothing broke. He slept twice. Like, it's all horrible. Yeah, and he almost nuked both of us. He has that explosion attack, a big AoE. Apparently, it almost killed us. It was awful. So he did Double Bite. I played the only card I could. I'm going to go fishing for something better. I'm going to discard my entire hand. Because I need feints, or else I'm dead. I got a feint, finally. Bladed Fangs. We'll see what my my card is. If it says you clear your whole stamina board, obviously I don't need to use it, but... Need 3 more. Blazing Fold Slash. I would love to play good cards. Demon Mode. That's not good. Alright. What do we win? Misread. Well, it technically doesn't matter because I have to reshuffle his deck anyway. Feint. To remove 2 of these. 1 removes at the end of my turn normally. And I'm at the point where I can actually dodge something again. Thank God. Let's see what he's going to do. Since it's misread, we don't know what he's going to do anyway. Oh. Yeah, he had the nuke in World, too. He does his Rise nuke? Great. No, yeah, he did it in World as well. It was dodgeable, though, and you blocked it. It was blockable as well. I forgot you had the block and you were going to die. Alright, so according to this, he goes to the nearest. Well, hold on. Did we get 2 turns out of that card? I think we had 2 turns out of the bite. We had 2 turns. I'm just going to say, we have so many disadvantages right now. I'm going to give us the benefit of the doubt. We had 2 turns. Alright, so you get a chance to actually do something. And I don't know how many cards you can play. I'm going to claim it was 2. I think it was 2, because I was stuck at the end and I couldn't play them both. I'm remembering myself say 2. Alright, so you're going to tackle first. So you move in. Deal 1. It's 3. So it's 1 point. Alright. And then Strong Rising Slash is the best you've got. You do have a Great Sword block in your hand. If it comes to that. Everything he does is physical, so that should help you out a ton. You deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to his face, which actually equates to 3 damage. Nice job. And 2 break tokens. We're getting close to removing Double Bite, even though Double Bite actually kind of saved us last time. 1 more break token, and his head is busted. Hated fighting Kush so much in the world. I blocked out a good amount of the trauma from my memory. He's such a pretty looking dragon, but he is not fun to fight. It's just not fun. You know, honestly, I think he was more fun in 4. And he's kind of just as bad, but it's not as bad. Alright. Like, I would say, like, 4, it's not as bad as World. I was gonna say 5. They're experiencing all of it again in board game format. Have fun. Yep. Time for trauma. You can actually move now. He's going to be going to the nearest hunter. So, let's go. Well, you stay where you're at. It's all the same. All right. With that, you discard this. Flip this over. It looks like I forgot last turn anyway. Keep hunting. Good. How many time cards are left? Because we're going to die here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? Excuse me? How are we gonna deal 43 damage in 7 turns? That's ridiculous. He's bad in 4th gen, but nowhere near as bad in World, especially in Mastering. Yeah. Alright. Here comes an attack. It's Air Blast. He faces the nearest, which is moi. I've been taking full aggro this whole time. This whole time I've been taking full aggro so that you could deal damage to him, and you keep getting stung by Vespoids and stuff. That's why nothing has been happening. Air Blast. Air Blast aims straight at me. And does, it's up to 5. I could just get rid of my good cards again. This is awesome. And he's going to back up after this. And it'll be my turn. I have to give these up. There's nothing else I can do. That's terrible. Alright, well, I dodged it. It also went up to 3 nodes this way. It just, boom! He just shot this air cannon. And then backs up twice, and you're in his way. So you back up 1 and 2. Technically faces this way. Can I just, like, pass my turn? That'd be wonderful. Rise made him piss easy. Even the Risen Cruciality or is a cakewalk. The whole game's piss easy, though. Also, Cameron, we have agreed that if we fail by timeout, we're fighting them again because of how garbage the RNG is. Yeah, it doesn't seem right if we fail our... Or we could just say we get another chance at Kush by beating the other campaign. I'm just saying, I didn't agree to that yet. We needed to weigh our options first, because there's other board games that I want to play with you guys, too. Well, only one player gets a turn, and guess who it is? It's me. And I'm taking all of the freaking damage here, so I can't do anything. I take a step here. And then I can't discard and attack. I can't. Why? Why even go there? Why? What? Just... He's going for the nearest next anyway. Fine. I'm going to stand here just to be in the fight. Once again, there is nothing I can do. I cannot play the game. Well, he is an Elder Dragon. What are the odds that our, for funsies, hunt would be the one that we fail? Our luck has genuinely sunk to a new low. Yeah, this... Like, I'm remembering our Tobi Kadachi fight being super unlucky and we pulled out a win anyway. I didn't think we were going to win and we somehow did. One of our Anjanath hunts was like that as well. This genuinely feels like it's not possible to win when the RNG is this bad against us. So, because here, like, here's another instance where I can't do anything. This is my turn. I'm just going to sharpen. That's all I do. I hit him once, and I'll sharpen. You need to be hitting him, and you can't. Or, you know, what I'm thinking is we'll just play it out after time. Or I'll flip that over, and we'll see how many time decks it actually, or time cards it takes to actually beat him. All right, I can't reach him. What are the tools? What are the toads and Vespoids even doing there in the first place? I thought most monsters and animals retreat from the area when an Elder Dragon is active. Do the endemic life also retreat? I think they do. That's a good point. Not according to the board game, apparently. Well, then he would need his own whole time deck, which would kind of stink to play. Like, I don't want to store all that stuff. Okay, I couldn't do a damn thing. This gets discarded. Do I want to discard these two? Yeah, I do. I want a brand new hand. I need feints badly. Blazing double flash. There's a feint. Blazing double slash. Finally. See, I keep getting good cards, and I have to discard them because I am taking 100% of his aggro, and you are not hurting him. This is bad. Alright. Let's see what my time card is. Monster retreats. Oh my god. Discard 4 time cards. There's no chance we're beating him today. 1, 2, 3, 4. They were Roar, Rampage, Keep Hunting, Vespoid Attack. I didn't even know there was a second Vespoid Attack. For the record, this is the time deck. Okay? This is it. Both of these cards are the time deck. I am thinking that to get an... like, my heart right now is saying to get another shot at fighting Kushal Deora, we should do it at the end of the Wildspar Waste. That's where I'm feeling. That's where my mojo's at right now. But I could also let you guys vote at the end of the stream. You can decide whether we try and fight him again. Because, like, this could go on indefinitely, and we just have terrible luck for, like, the next 5-6 weeks just trying to fight Kush. And that would be no fun. The card of the cards was in his favor. We had good progress in the first 10 minutes of the hunt, and then hit a perfect downward spiral. We just never dealt any damage to him after a while. Alright, so, that was horrible. I'm going to play a feint to remove these two off of here. So I can almost certainly use the rest of my good cards to dodge him. He's going for the nearest, which is actually you. Thank Christ, he's finally going for someone other than me. I can't turn him. His tail's too big. Air cannon. He takes 2 steps forward. 1 and a 2. Why not? Actually, is that bad? Yeah, that puts me in range. Screw that. Air cannon. Actually, I'm hit anyway. Whatever. Well, oh my god. I'd vote a second chance after him after Wildspire. I'd like to see something different for a breath of fresh air. Yeah. It is definitely a very tough decision. It is. Yeah. Because, of course, I want to take him down too, but at the same time, like, this should feel like a big reward. You know, not like something we literally grinded out to do. At the end of Wildspire, if we can't do it, I would say, yeah, let's keep going. You know, and then, like, we'll remember what this gear was, and we can decide, like, do we go Greatsword? Do we go, what am I doing? Dual Blades? Do a different combo. Well, we need 5 to dodge this. Again, and only 1 person gets a turn. This is so unfair. All right. That's terrible. I paid to dodge it. Can you even do it? You know, it's only a 9. This is what Greatsword blocks are for. You should block it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You take 2. You should just take 2. We're going to die anyway from timeout, which is the stupidest way to fail. I kind of think we should just play it out. Like house rules, flip that time deck over, keep going until we can actually defeat him. Because right now, like, we could just say, we won eventually. Like, what happens? Does he run away? I'll just shuffle that same deck over. Block it, thank you for telling me. You take 2 damage. No stun or anything crazy like that. Alrighty. It is your turn, and that's the only turn we're getting. Oh, also, the air thing is on him again. Guess what? Oh, you have focus. You can actually play this. You have to choose one. Jumping slash. Hey, you can break his face. You can break his face. Alright. So with jumping slash, and this has to end your combo, with focus you're allowed to play it. You do 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which equates to 4 damage. We got into the 40s. That's on the 30s. That's pretty good. And finally, we broke his face. Remove Double Bite from the behavior deck. It was right there, so I'm just going to take it out. Put it over here, because it's a regular card. Is Double Bite, yeah, that's a particularly bad card. You don't want that. Oh my god. We only get 1 turn after this, too. This is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Okay. I'm allowed to play 4 cards. Why would I? You know, I'm going to do this. I'm going to play everything I can anyway in hopes that I draw feints. Alright, so I move in here. I can't get to his face for optimal damage, but it's alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Deals an extra 3. Oh, and his head broke. And then Blazing Double Slash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was awful. Wait, hold on. No, he was at 36. So he's actually at 34. That's terrible. But I get to do this. 1! Oh my god! We're doing so bad. It's just... Alex, please break that tail. I can't reach the tail. You want me to get in the pawn node? I was able to break... You were able to break his head. 1 point of... Oh, that's awful. That is awful. I was ready to put him into the 20s. I was ready. That was my big turn. Okay. I draw a completely new hand. Is this 5 cards? Of course not. I have to shuffle again. Oh my god, it's all the same card. This is awful. If I don't get a feint, I'm dead if he hits me. Well, I don't know. I might survive a face tank, but elders traditionally are considered repelled at 30% or less HP remaining, right? That is true. We could just say we repelled him. And, you know, elders, you have to go again. And, you know, that is a very good shenanigan you're trying to pull on me. Feint. I just drew feint. Thank God. Those are discarded for playing feint. The second to the last card is threat shift. Well, nothing we can do about that. The cards wanted us to suffer. Yeah, they did. And, that's exactly what happened. All right, that is it. One more win token on Kush. His attack is Flying Press. We actually get 2 moves after this, but we're going to time out before then. Like, you have to win. Did you get a turn? Oh, you forgot to draw your cards. Strong Charge Up. Strong Rising Slash. I'm just expecting you to be stunned this whole time. Anyway, Flying Press. He's going to move 4 towards the nearest, which is you breaking the tie this time. This tornado's just like sitting out here forever. This doesn't sound like horrible tornado sounds, but this is what's going on. He's currently at 38%. If you can have an amazing turn, I would consider him repelled. We can at least get him to 26 in our last turn. We can say we repelled him. All right, so you got a lot of damage to pull off then. You might even want to face tank. You have a greatsword block now. That changes things. Flying Press, so he goes 4 towards you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Slide. It only has 1. Oh, it missed. It missed everyone. Never mind, he whiffed. He totally whiffed because of the rock. This might change things. It is your turn. You can play 3 cards. What are the winners? Guys, you have a True Charge Slash. Block it? You didn't need to. You didn't even freaking need to. Okay. Follow me here. Wide Slash, but don't discard it. So you can play the extra True Charge Slash. Strong Rising Slash, True Charge Slash. I think you can repel him. Whatever it takes to get him to 26. That's our goal. 26. And you know what? So we can technically say that we won. We didn't win. We could repel him. That's something. At least the victory theme will play instead of the failure music that's going on right now. So, luckily it is your turn. Those 3 cards may be played. I just want your permission not to discard Wide Slash right here, because if you do, you can't play True Charge Slash and deal 2 extra cards of damage. So, first, your 4 was there! No! You're hitting him in the face, but it's still just 1 point of damage. That is so devastating to have your 4 be here. 2 break cards don't matter, because you're hitting him in the face, but you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's another 2. Trust me, and we will repel Repeller's Kusha. Sonic. Alex, do whatever needs to be done. And finally, True Charge Slash. If it is played on the 5th slot of your stamina board, draw 2 extra. This is almost your entire deck. These cards right here determine everything. They are a 2! It's the worst card in your whole deck. Another 2! There's only 3 2s in your entire deck. Another 2! There's only 3 2s in your whole deck. You drew them all back to back to back. Okay, so that means this last card needs to be a 4. If it is not a 4, I think it's a 3. You did the least amount of damage you possibly could. Let me do the math here. Hold on. 2 plus 2 is 6, 7, 8, 9. You dealt 9 damage. Minus 3, you did precisely 6. That was the weakest hit you ever could have possibly done. It was the worst you could have possibly done. The cards wanted us dead so bad. We just needed to do 4 damage. Yeah, sure, but he has resistance of 3. Wait, hold on. No, does it? Yes, you hit him in the face. You hit him in the weak spot, so you are technically dealing extra damage there. Oh my god, that's awful. He's less than 30 HP. We repelled him. Okay. That was awful. That was awful. He's at 29%. Let's conclude the turn. Alright. We can't remove wide slash now. It stays there. Alright. You need to draw 1, 2, and 3. Alright, you got decent stuff, assuming we get to continue. Yeah, we really should just repel him. Just instead of flipping this over. But we're gonna flip the final time card. Brief Respite. You may discard 1 attack card from any spot of your stamina board. Get rid of wide slash. Okay. Technically, I have a turn if I could somehow deal 24 damage. I don't even think my entire deck could deal 24 to him. We still get rewards if we repel him, too. We did break things, but, I don't know. So here, if I step here, I have to discard. These are all terrible cards. These are all so bad. Alright, I moved that to step in here. Guess what? I can't break his tail. Oh, I needed to discard 2. I had to discard 2 because he's at 2 right now. Going it. That's a repel. The game cards wanted us to feel death, pain, and misery. Yeah. Thing is, I'm just wondering how to carry on after this. We just, like, say we repelled Kushala Daora, but he lives to fight another day. This is the worst fight we've ever had in the game. And it's not Kusha's fault. Kusha's mechanic is honestly not that horrible. It just makes you lose a couple cards in your hand. But the fact that we drew the worst stuff constantly out of there, that really screwed us over. Alright, I'm going to Blade Dance. I do 2 and a 2. That's awful. 2 and a 2 to his tail does just 1 point. Can I get him in the teens? And 2 and a 2, again, 1 point. No, I can't. Got him. What the heck? I just made the wings have a bullet point. I don't know how to undo that. Can I save now? Ugh. Did it update? There it goes. That was annoying. Alright, so I put 2 extra break tokens on his tail. I'm just trying to be thorough here because I don't know how we're going to continue this. I will give you a decision. Okay. We have repelled Kushala Daora. How about this? He can stay at his HP, but we reset the time deck. He keeps his breaks, keeps his HP, and we continue here, shuffling up and repositioning our characters, redoing everything. And we just close this out, and then we can have our stuff. If we want, we can beat Wellspire away so we can have a second round against Koosh roughly half HP. Oh, that's a good point. We could keep Koosh where he is right now and continue the fight then. I don't know. He was at 85 HP and he only has 22. Like, we can pull that off pretty quick. I'm saying, like, my option is let's just do this now. Say, like I set up for a new hunt. It was a new day with these hunters. They finished it. And then that way we can compare it to whoever our next set of hunters is going to be. And see if they can just full-on beat Koosh authentically. Without having to do this repel shenanigan. Which is fair. I'm just saying, I agree with you guys. You're right. It's fair. So, either way, I gotta shuffle these. Oh, and you know what? What is this, 10? 10? Alright, I'm gonna do this. Honestly, good idea, Alex. Alright, you think we should just set it up for a second game? I know it's already been running long today. But by video game rules, it's fair. Thing is, with Kushala Daora specifically, I think if you only deal and he's like 30% left, I think you just outright fail. Don't you outright fail? If you time out? I don't know. I don't remember timing out against Koosh. If you can guarantee me that's what happens, I will allow that shenanigan and I will set up for a second run. Where we claim vengeance. Shin Megami Tensei Vengeance. Which, by the way, Cameron, I don't know what the vengeance is about. I've played that game so many times, I don't know what the revenge is. What are they even talking about? This is a word that started with V because Roman numeral 5 is a V, so they needed a V word. I don't remember that happening in any of the video games. Yeah, I don't remember Koosh being repelled at 30, so that's what I'm saying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards are removed. Alright. Here's your new time deck. Cannon of Vengeance? Alright, they're removed. His wind gets reset. We technically will sharpen and have a new hand. And all that stuff. If you will indulge me for a moment. Let's try and separate your 2s. That was terrible. Your big ultimate attack was 2, 2, 2, 3. It could not have possibly been weaker. I know you can do it with Teostra. You're sure? The battle theme with Yoko is still stuck on my head. Da 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 da. Ba da da da. New cats? New cats. What? What you talking about? Talking about me? Man, I don't want any new cats. I don't want cats anyway. I want the cats in my house to not be in my house. I'm already sick of them. Alright, let's undo that tornado. I believe he started here. We'll get there. New Palico cards for this new quest. That is true. It is a new quest. We're not going to do the... well, if we do the Choose Your Own Adventure, let's just do the discard 8 cards thing and start the fight. We came out of it with Nergigante stuff, but not enough to matter. Oh, that would change the card, his physiology card. Yep, that's true. I'm gonna say that does change his physiology card. We get the worst card now. Call it his rage mode. If we do the Choose Your Own Adventure again, we could get the free Daora webbing. I don't know when there's a free Daora webbing. I don't want to game it. Oh, because it's not our first time? Well, it's still the assignment. You would still start at 1. Okay. Let's leave these as is. Leave the turn order thing as is. Who took the last turn? I did, so this is down. You go up next. Where do we start? I think it was up here. Alright, I'm going to leave him exactly where he's at. And in Choose Your Own Adventure, I think you just discard 8 and you can start. Alright. You know where the beast is. We know. Trust your gut. Discard 8 time cards. Progress to 8. Let's see what happens at 8. Plus, we never got to see this. Entry 19 is free Dora webbing if you can get there from 2. JR, we're not cheating at this game. Yeah, I don't want to cheat, man. So I'm going to say we're just trying to get there quickly. I want to get this done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are discarded. There we go. I don't need to look through all of them. 8 doesn't look like it's the fight, though. Were these remains once a Kushala Daora? It's difficult to tell. It's difficult to tell what brought this creature here to the first place. It seems a small clearing, nothing else, but the bones lie here untouched, save for the scattering of dust like snow. An offering? No time to think about it too closely. You can hear something huge moving just ahead. The Elder Dragon is near. Good, it's not here. Are you prepared for battle? You need to be. Each hunter gains 1 Elder Dragon bone. Discard 1 time card and progress to 38. The time card is misread. Is 38 getting into the fight so I can put this down? Yep, reveal your track tokens, check the scout fly level, begin hunting phase. Alright, so, we get an Elder Dragon bone. Eh. My cursive bone is indistinguishable from the word love. B and L look the same, and N and V kind of look the same in cursive. Alright, so that means I need to go through this, find... Oh, this card. Actually, I'll just take it out now. Wing Buffet is taken out, and we get the worst card, which is Windbite. That's okay. It's just 1 card. Alex, don't forget the new Palico. I'm going. Give me a break. You know what? Double Bite is still removed because his head is still broken. Alright, Palicos. Let's also get these tornadoes all flushed in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the ones that were on top. So we're going to get new Palicos. Your Palico choices are Choral Orchestra, Ailment Cure, and Attack Boost. Attack Boost means you can play any number of cards face up on your turn, which could help you get to a true charge / quickly. And Ailment Cure only really helps you against those cards. I have Defense Boost and Meowth Cocktail. Oh, Meowth Cocktail breaks everything. I could just break his claws. Yeah, I'll take it. Because Defense Boost, sure. Hunter gains +3 during the monster's next turn. It has to be his next turn. I don't like that. You're probably one of the 2 people I know who still write in cursive. Forgot how to do that years ago? Oh my god. I write everything in cursive. It's faster. Ooh, Meowth is goated. Meowth is probably the best in the game. I'm just gonna break his legs when I get a chance. I got a club. Meowth, yeah. Alright, so I'm taking Meowth. For you, I kind of recommend attack. I'm gonna go hog wild this time. He's gotta die. But someone's gotta tell me. Choral Orchestra Ailment Cure only protects you with ailments that happen in the time deck. Obviously, Attack Boost is the way to go. Alright, thank you for telling me. I needed somebody to actually say it out loud. And, alright, attack boost it is. For us, I mean. Alright, cool. Koosh goes first, meaning he gets a wind token on him. And he starts with Wind Aura. He moves 3 towards the nearest. You have the threat still. And he will go 1, 2, 3. Oh, 3 to try to get to you. And up to 1 node away from him, so he just can't reach me. He does this Wind Aura attack. Has a dodge value of 5. But it's only physical 9 damage. If you draw a greatsword block, you should totally use it. Also, he started with a tornado here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have a greatsword block. You should totally use it. That's your call, though. You're not getting ripped off our damage again. 3, 4, and 5. I've got Blazing Double Slash. We can play 3 cards. Only 1 player gets to move, and it is you. Do we have a block? Yes, you just drew a block. Alex, why are we not at full health? You're at full health. We had a rest. Also, we technically started a new mission, a new assignment. We get 2 more potions. It's on the thing. It's there. It said 2 potions. I'm not making that up. There. Yeah, we get 2 potions. Still at no carts. Okay. Did we not get a new potion, or are we just going hog wild? Yeah, we just ran past the box. No. Like, kill him! Alright, you have an overhead slam. It is your worst card in your entire deck. Strong charge up. Great sword block. Another overhead slam. And jumping slash. So if you really wanted to, you could try to get up to the top. But first of all, you need to resolve this attack. You could theoretically try to dodge it, but that would be insane, because you could block it right now, and no one's saying block it, but that's the sane thing to do right now, so you block the attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is blocked. You take 2. You're back at 6. Alex farcastered back to get everything. It was your turn anyway, so I might as well farcaster. Alright, so now it is your turn to actually resolve stuff. Since you are standing within range of him, you don't have to dodge for the wind. If you, and you can get to the tail, and you could cut it. You can play 3 cards. Doesn't count towards it. You don't play everything. Yeah, you can play everything. Well, there's no need. There's truly no need for that. Alright, so, yeah, just do this. So, walk over here. I say walk, but it's Marathon Runner. So you can reach his tail. I can physically take his tail. I could pop his tail off. It's loose anyway. It's not supposed to happen, but I could physically pop his tail off. Alright, so you should start with Overhead Slam. Do a second Overhead Slam. That's the whole point of Overhead Slam, to add up attacks. And end it with a Jumping Slash. So you deal probably 1 again. Maybe 2 or 3. And a break, which will sever his tail. Great first turn. Pop his tail off. Might as well block. We can work our way up to True Charge Slash if we can get it. Yep, so that was my plan. You're allowed to play 3 cards. Fill her up. Let's resolve it. A 2. Get him out of here. This is when you want to draw them. He probably should have healed up to a certain amount too, but for the sake of time today, I'm not going to make him any tougher than he needs to be. The next Overhead Slam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Into his tail, he takes 2 damage. And now, you pop his tail up. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not enough. You need 7, my friend, to cut that tail off. 7. And that's not enough. You deal 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and his tail is just 1 point. All right. I can't use Molotov Cocktail. I'm not close enough to him. Okay. That is all we are allowed to do. Kush's turn. He gets another win token. So now he has 2 cards we have to get rid of if he gets too close to us. He is going to be going to the farthest hunter, which looks like it's going to be me, which is okay with me. Swooping Dive. All right, he goes 4 nodes towards me and will push me back. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. We kind of went in a circle there. 4. Whoa. Okay. I have to dodge this for 6. I don't want to get rid of Blazing Double Slash. Ugh. Oh my god, I can't do anything. Ugh. And if I take it, I get stunned. 7 for the tail. That should be on the wings, not gonna lie. Yeah. The tail and the legs both require 7 to break. Here we go again. Okay, what's messed up about Kush is his dodge value is insanely high. So I have to get rid of Blazing Double Slash. It's a 3. And then I have to get rid of a 2. This card's awful. 4, 5. Play a feint to get rid of them. And now I need to get rid of one of my lunging stabs. For 6. I have 1 card in my hand. Good lord. We get 2 turns after this, though. We can play up to 2 cards. At least I'm not stunned. My turn. Hurrah! Oh yeah, on your turn... We didn't finish resolving your turn. So, this was removed. You draw, overhead slam, strong charge up, tackle, and wide slash. This flips. And this happened before he moved. Monster sleeps? For Christ's sake. Remove 1 break from each of the unbroken parts. You did nothing. He heals for 5. Oh my god. You know what? To be fair, he should have been sleeping. I was even saying he should have healed. But good lord. I'm already here, so I'm able to hit him. But it doesn't matter. Alright, it's my turn, so I guess I lunging stab. This is the first attack I do this turn, so lunging... Damn it. Lunging stab will do 3 cards of damage. I'm not a big fan of how this works. This whole setup, it's just messy. That's how much damage I deal. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the face, this is weak spot, so I deal 4. Okay. Alright. And I am within 1 node of the hunter. I Molotov Cocktail right now. And break his legs. Behaviors with his head attack have 1 less distance they travel. Okay. So, there's nothing else I can possibly do on my turn, so I will draw 5. Demon Mode, Feint, Blazing Fold Slash, Blade Dance, 6-fold Slash, I discard lunging Stab. Tactical Shift, you may move up to 1 node each. It's going to go for the nearest next, which is going to be you. Unless I want to tank this again, which I kind of do. Well, hold on. You know, do it. Because you get a turn after this still. Okay. This is single-handedly the worst monster to break stuff on. Yes, it is. Okay, so I moved you in so that you didn't have to pay to discard for your, the win token thing. Because it didn't say that. Contradiction, or loophole, however you want to put it. Alright, so you're allowed to play 2 cards this turn. Wide Slash is a freebie. You have 2 strong charge-ups. That actually could help you dodge something. To be fair, you have a free dodge. You should probably Wide Slash and tackle. Yeah, you can't get his tail. It's not possible to break right now. Well, you could if you stepped through the water. Oh, you could marathon run around it. You could marathon run around the water, strong charge up, which is really unnecessary, and break his tail. I feel like the tail's gonna break anyway. Can you resolve the Myaltov, Alex? What do you mean? I did resolve the Myaltov cocktail. His legs are brokey. Oh, behaviors with his head have 1 less distance. He's not behaving with his head. The next one will. Yes, marathon runner around the water and aim for his tail. Oh, you want that off bad. Okay. Then we gotta choose what the big attack is gonna be. Should probably Wide Slash and get rid of the rest of this crap, or tackle. No, strong charge up doesn't count towards your maximum, so you can actually do both. Alright, so you marathon runner. Whoop, whoop. Get behind him. Strong charge up to make sure that your next attack will deal break. I would have held on to that so you could have dodged. That was why I was saying you needed it, but that's up to you. You go for a tackle and a Wide Slash. Or other way around, doesn't matter. Alright, so you resolve with 4, but it's in the tail, and he resists by 4 there, so doesn't do enough. However, it breaks off that tail. You know what? You left and re-entered the wind. You had to discard something. You discard an overhead slam so you could do it. Oh, you can't. Because that's not enough. You have to... It's 2. You have to discard strong charge up. You're going to discard overhead slam anyway, but that's technically not happening yet. Wide Slash goes through. It's also your 4. This is so unfortunate. It'd be so much better to draw these when it matters. He slept breaks off that tail 3 times. Yes, he did. That was like a total of 10 breaks that we needed to put on that. Silly. Alright. Wide Slash is discarded. End of your turn. Tackle is discarded. You draw... Oh, you're discarding overhead slam because it's awful. Strong Rising Slash, tackle, Wide Slash. Oh, you played tackle this turn. You get a token put on him. Jumping Slash. Alright. You don't have a block, but you got some decent cards in your hand. 2 players get to move this turn. I went first, you went second. It's Kush's turn. These are removed. Oh, this happens first. Threat shifts. I am allowed to do that again, but I kind of want to keep it. So let's keep it like that. Let's see here. We draw this. Air Blast. Okay. He goes to the nearest. I break the tie. So he's aiming at me. And he does something for... I can dodge for 5. Ugh. And then I can play 2 cards after this. I really want a Blazing Fold Slash. If I basically get rid of all of these cards, I can do it. But no, then I can't approach him. No, I can't. I can't because the wind is off right now. Alright, so I have to get rid of all 4 of these. Let me make sure this is right. So, 6-Foot Slash is a 2. Demon Mode is another 2. Blade Dance is a 1. Feint to get rid of 2 of them. That adds up to 5. I basically got rid of my hand, but I did it. He backs up twice. 1, 2. That's where he's standing. You moved to the side, so you can technically hit him in the face. I can't reach him now. Here we go again. Now you pop the tail off the figure. Came right off. Success. Sort of. We're still cheating. Alright. I can't reach him. And I'm sitting on a Blazing Fold Slash, which absolutely sucks. I can't do anything. And there's only one turn I get after this. This is my only turn. So I guess I'm gonna move, crap. I'm gonna move one closer to you guys, I guess, and sharpen. I only got one hit. There was so few cards, I couldn't even do it. So damn much to keep track of. I must have gotten lost a few times already in this hunt alone. Yeah, I'm trying my best. And for me to maintain this for, like, how long? It's like 3 hours for this one. Good lord. That's why I offered we'll take them out, but it's a lot on my head. There's especially, like, the abilities and all the cards and stuff. Like, my god, it's a lot. Well, I tried to get to you, but I couldn't. This is discarded. I draw 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. They're alright. They're pretty good. I would like to get to use them. Nitro Toad. Here we go. Everything's broken on him, so this doesn't help us, but it might make me suffer Blast Blight. It doesn't. Alright, great. It blows up on him, and doesn't do any damage. It'd be nice if it did at least one. Alright, that's the end of my turn. Here he goes. Wind Pressure. He causes a tornado under him on this spot. He goes to the nearest, which is definitely you. So he faces this away. And just in this direction, I'm out of range of this. He uses a wind pressing ability. Just, I guess, like, flaps his wings or whatever, goes straight ahead. It is a 5 to dodge it. Or a 9 to tank. You only have 2 slots left. So you cannot block this, and you cannot dodge this. This is why I kept his aggro the whole time. And couldn't do anything. It's like you have to fight him with 4 hunters or something. If you fought him with 4 hunters, you might do better? I don't know. We did pretty good with 2 this whole time. Alright, so, you have to take it. -4, you take 5 damage. You're at 1. You're not dead. We get 3 turns now. He tries to back up 3 times. But he's against the corner. Like, we're kind of pinning him here. He might go here, honestly. Like, tries to back up, and then we're both here. He can't go that way or that way anymore, so he stops. And conveniently, we can both reach now for attacks in the head. He did move, so he does get a wind pressure for this turn, though. God, have I tracked everything? The tornado stayed there. Okay, my turn. Let's kill him. Only 17, I think we can pull this off. I can't play Demon Mode. You can play 3 cards? Oh my god. There they are. I'm playing all 3 of these. I can finally play some fire cards. And I have a freshly sharpened deck. This is excellent. Blazing Fold Slash. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, hold on. I don't play that. 1 elemental card happens for sure, but 4 into his face is a 1. Yay. But the elemental damage is what's going to do it. If there was anything in this game that was meant to be fought with 4 players, they'd hunt this, hurt this game pretty immensely in my eyes. Whoop. A 2. I only dealt 2. 2 freebie damage. I have 2 more. See if you can survive all of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just another 1. But the elemental damage is what matters. It's 3. I'm doing so much now. And here's my big one. Blazing double slash. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 6, 7, 8. Better. 8 into his face deals 5. Is there a 5 elemental card? Can I finish it myself when I finally get a chance? 2. Nope. You've got to pull it off. You got to pull this off. Come on. He's at limping status now. Yep. Limping right through your trap that you, or that idiot put down, not realizing that Elder Dragons can't be trapped. Alright, let's discard this. I'm going to get rid of both of these. And draw a new hand of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my hand now. Okay. I'll play a feint to get rid of 2 of these. Alright, it's decent. Oh, one more good hit and he's dead. We use the attack boost next turn and kill him. You won't need to. You won't need to. You're allowed 3 turns. Wind Pressure is the best attack to attack him. We did it, like, I think he led with Wind Pressure last time. He just doesn't have anything that gives you 3. Like, he never leaves himself open. Alright, the time card is Wiggly Lichy. You may discard all attack cards from your stamina board. If that's the case, I want my thing back, but I already used it. Whatever. Alright, so. Your turn. Here's how you do this. You're allowed to play 3. Start with a wide slash. Because it's discarded, and it does 1 point. Then a strong rising slash. You draw 2. Please, at least just do 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Precisely 2 damage. You didn't even need to do your true rising slash, or whatever it is. Oh. Yikes. Yikes, you lived. You know, nobody carded. That's the thing. It took us a second round. No one carded. But the problem is the decks were all against us. You know, honestly, his behavior is really unfair, not giving you any turns after him. You know, like, he never leaves himself open. His stamina is way too high. I don't remember Koosh being that active. And the tornadoes were never a problem. They were never a problem. Alright, I'm going to put his tail back on. Here we go. Yeah, I got that on the right side. Okay, whew. For funsies, but owie zowie. Yep, that was crazy. Stun didn't matter. Honestly, he didn't even need those tornado tokens. They were just making this complicated. They could have just, like, specified something here. He didn't need to have tokens with it, but I'm pretty sure all the expansion stuff comes with extra tokens. Now I got more of this stuff to shuffle. Oh boy. Well, at least we get some goodies at the end of this. Now we get our well-earned rewards. Took us extra time to do it. But I'm going to say that was fair. We do get this. Alright. We broke absolutely everything. Bum, ba-da, bum. Which gives us... for breaking the wings, you get Deora Claw. What? Breaking his tail gets you the tail. Breaking his head gets you the horn. Breaking his leg gets you the carapace. Whatever. Deora Claw. Tail. Horn. And carapace. claw, tail, horn, carapace. Alright, I'm not sure what we need to actually try to make something, but like I said before, we could try for fun, I guess. Kusha's unreasonably aggressive in World, and his wind aura made it damn near impossible for Blade Masters to do damage unless you exclusively hit his head. Literally nothing else matters than standing in his face and booping his Rudolph snoot. If we roll a 1 twice in the rewards, we get 2 of the Deora webbing, and I can get the Greatsword. Oh yeah, I remember. You need Deora webbing, and the only way to get Deora webbing is by rolling a 1. One of the two of us has to roll a 1. Twice, because I think you need 2 of them. He gave you a break by taunting a good bit in 4th gen. I think in Rise, his wind aura was non-existent. Alright, and here I guess I'll roll. Oh god, I have 4, 4, and a 2. If you have any hope of that, that happening, you're gonna need, to roll 2 1s for me. You know, if I keep the 2, it's a Deora gem. You can only get that by rolling a 2. That's actually pretty rare. I kind of want to keep that. Should I get an 8 is an Elder Dragon Bone. That's not helpful. So I guess I'm going to get 2 scales and a gem. Specifically, Kushal Deora's gem. And then 2 scales. Okay. Time for your moment. No way. You got like the same thing. Well, that worked out. Thanks for the Deora webbing. At least you got a gem. You know, we each walked away with a gem. I am putting this beautiful gem on the centerpiece of my mantle. That's what I'll do. So I'm assuming you want to get each of those individual things. The 2 is the gem, because you can't add up to anything good. Like, the good stuff is low numbers in this. You got a gem and a scale. And a carapace. Alright. Oh, you know, could we even make anything with that? No! He gave you a break by taunting a good bit in the 4th gen. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, he taunted a lot in that one. Maybe that's why I'm thinking he wasn't as bad. He would just, like, roar. He would get tired, you know? Alright, so looking at this, if I tried to make his dual blades, I would need his claw. I got one. 2 webbings. Does everything need 2 freaking webbings? Everything needs 2 webbings. What? Everything needs 2 webbings, and the only way to get a webbing is to beat him and roll a 1. That's so stupid. That is so stupid. Yeah, not like it matters. We're starting from scratch on Wildspire. But I'm just saying, that is so stupid. Actually getting to use these weapons, what would you play it against? What would you do? Each weapon has the same weapon requirements. That is so dumb. Okay, what about his armor? Kushal Deora's scale. Oh, it all resists ice. Except for, actually, you can get 2 resistance on his chest and legs, if you can build those. That's kind of neat. But yeah, I'm of the opinion of who cares. I'm going to wipe my hands of that. It took us an extra round after going by Monster Hunter rules. We repelled him the first time and went back to take him out. He never got tired. Fairly certain elders never tire unless it's specifically to stop their aggression for a bit. Yeah. Unless you got it in the Choose Your Own Adventure segment. That's true. That is true, yeah. But you need to pick between either Nergigante Carapace and the Deora webbing when you reach entry 2. Yep. So you, well, That's just bad design if you, like, have to fight him twice. But at least you get a chance. At least you get a chance for it by rolling a 1. Because the Nergigante Carapace, you have to get out of that. That is also bad design. But whatever. We have finished this Monster Hunter World campaign little post-game fight with Kushala Daora. Oh my goodness, he is scary. And honestly, what's scarier is the time deck. How many time cards did we need to actually finish that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We will, 9 actually, we will set aside. That is how many we needed to start a new game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is how many we needed in order to beat him. More turns. So if that's the case, if it was truly just 5 more turns, I think we discarded more than 5 just trying to get to him and fight him. So he really was balanced properly. The problem was we drew all the wrong cards. Just imagine if he roared. We discarded Roar. Like if we keep the materials, find him again in Wildspire, and get the free webbing, I'll be guaranteed my greatsword. You know, that's what I was thinking. Like, I still have this paper. We'll start with a fresh one. I'll need room to write stuff, obviously. But we'll start with a fresh one, and when we get to the end game, if we want to fight him again with those characters, sure, we can whip out this stuff and say those characters could trade with our characters. But anyway, like, Nergigante has a tired animation to signify the end of his rage mode, but you never see fatigue drooling. As long as there's an opening, that's all I'm asking for. An opening to hit them. Kushala Daora in the board game does not give you that unless it's with wind pressure. Let me go check the rest of his cards. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Wind pressure is 3. 1, 2, 1. Wind pressure is the only card that lets you hit him twice in one go. And the other player gets to go. It's so hard. Ugh. Anyway, we've finally done it. We are going to be moving on to a brand new board game next week, so it's going to take me a lot of extra time to read up and make sure I am capable with the rules. I don't know what board game we're going to be playing because it is in the voting poll YouTube posts page on my channel if you want to find it and vote for yourself. There are 3 different board game IPs that I think you would be interested in because I've played all the games on this channel. There is The Witcher Old World, there is Metal Gear Solid, and there is Dark Souls. Dark Souls is also made by Steamforged Games, who made this, so it is going to be similar to move back into this. But honestly, I don't mind any of them. I think they're all going to be a lot of fun. We'll see how it goes. The only one that might be difficult to do co-op like this would probably be Witcher, is the one that I'm most unsure of how it would work. Yes, the makers of this game made Kush almost like how he is in World. Yuck! Evil. Just downright evil. Alright, but at least we managed to complete this. That is excellent. And I am excited to see what you guys vote for next time. I don't really have a preference of what we're playing. But if I'm going to pick one, I have a lot of Dark Souls. And if we were going to chip through something, I would like to play a Dark Souls campaign and then move back to something else. But we'll see. Anyway, that is all the time I have for now. Dark Souls and Metal Gear Solid sound really interesting. Metal Gear Solid, last I checked, is winning the poll. So we'll see. Metal Gear Solid is a really cool one that goes through the entire original game campaign. And it's got little figures for everything, cards that explain how the guards work, more dice rolling, you know, so lots of random things. So if you try to run, you might, like, guy might have heard you and you don't know. It's really cool. It's a stealth board game. And it does go multiplayer when you meet other characters. So that also sounds really fun. With boss fights and everything. It does everything from the original game. And I'm excited to see how, like, the fourth wall breaking stuff happens. Like, how do you fight Psycho Mantis in the board game? You know, they plan all that stuff out. And I will find out live as we play together. But anyway, that is all the time I have for now. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Remember to like the videos and subscribe for more. I will see you all in the next stream where we play who knows what board game. See ya!